Hey everybody, it's me Megs, and I am back with fresh new content. I have actually been gone for a whole month. I haven't filmed in over a month. I haven't really posted, and a lot of the content that you guys have been seeing has been recycled content or content that I filmed almost 2 months ago. So I'm back with something new, and while I was away there were a lot of releases, so I'm actually catching up on all of the new product that I have, all of the new product that I purchased to film. And girl, you know, I'm catching up. Okay, I'm catching up. And one of the things that I'm catching up is I did purchase the Pat McGrath Labs foundation and powders. Okay, so this video I'm gonna be kind of testing it out, doing my usual and things of that nature. And I also did purchase a new primer, but I did not purchase the Pat McGrath primer because girl, I already spent like, I think with all of this it was like close to $300 on these products. So these products are a bit pricey, so I'm gonna see if it was worth the hype. Am I happy with the products? I do own other Pat McGrath products, the lip products, some eyeshadow palettes that I have with from her, and eyeliner. So I've been very happy with Pat McGrath products so far. So let's test out this foundation. With testing out the Pat McGrath powders and foundations, I am going to do my regular kind of priming routine. So I am going to double prime. And this is Urban Decay Rebrown. I love this spray. So I sprayed this on first. And then I did purchase the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. I've been seeing this all around Instagram, all around YouTube, and I was really interested in trying it out, but I didn't want to purchase the big bottle because I didn't know how I was going to like it. And plus, I didn't purchase the Pat McGrath primer, and I kind of wish I would have now, because at the time I was just like, I have so many primers, you know, it's like, how many more primers do I realistically need? Because I tend to purchase stuff that I know am I really realistically going to use it. But I was really interested in this Milk primer, so I'm going to be testing this out too. So that is now dry. Now I'm going to go in with the Milk Hydro primer. They said it was supposed to be a good primer, but let's see. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. What's it smell like? It smells like glue to me. I guess that's why they call it grip. Oh, this smell like glue, girl. This smells like glue. Oh my god. Well, I guess my foundation better grip. It goes on really smooth. Feels nice. I think I put too much on the back of my hand. I did one pump. Ew. This feels, I wouldn't say that it feels sticky, but I wonder, did I put too much on? I don't know. Okay, so I will actually say that with that primer, my face does feel sticky. Okay, so I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. I'm gonna find out. But yes, this is what the Pat McGrath foundation packaging looks like. So when I did purchase, I was a bit confused as to what color I needed to get, because I felt like 26 matched and 27 match, but I almost felt like 27 was a better match. It was just really hard for me to choose which color, which actually was a great benefit to be able to, you know, have a tough time figuring out the color you want. So I decided to go with something a little darker because my neck is actually darker than my face. So I did purchase this at Sephora, and then I had to purchase the powders online because Sephora didn't have, my local Sephora didn't have the powders available. So this is what the packaging looks like. This was $68. This is the most I've ever paid. I think for foundation, besides my Dior foundation I purchased. I do own other Pat McGrath products, so I wasn't really surprised about the price point, because I was like, well, this stuff is about to be kind of bomb. So, hey, you know, let's do it. But I do like this box. I think it's really pretty with the gold. So let's get into it. I am going to shake it up a bit, you know, just to make sure, because it has been sitting, in the Sephora bag for a month, y'all. I was on time when I purchased this. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna, you know, do what I need to do. But life happens and I had to take a break. So I'm back. Okay, so it has a twist off cap. Oh, this is cute. Gold. That's pretty. So it says Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Foundation. I actually like the bottle. It's glass, but you know what? This came out pretty watery. It's kind of watery, as you can see. It's a little bit watery. So let me just do that one pump to make sure I like it. So we had to get up close and personal to make sure. So oh, let's see if it works. Okay, yeah. I feel like it's a little warm, but it still like works. Wait, well, I didn't finish blending it out. Let's see if I really feel that way before I speak too soon. You know what? I think I'm here for 27. So as you can see, this side, I feel like the coverage is bomb. I didn't even put that much. Oh yeah, I'm looking at myself in the viewfinder. I mean, sure, I like it. I think it looks good from far away. Here to here. I do feel like it's a little warm, but it's not warm to the point where it's just like, that's not your match. I don't know. I'm really interested to see what 26 would have looked like. So let's go ahead and put more on. I say it's a little warm because I feel like my undertones are a bit on the cool yellow side. See? But you know what? I don't mind it. I mean, I can make it work. I really like the way it feels on my face. It's really lightweight. It feels good. Okay, so you can look at my forehead. I think it's a pretty good match though. Okay, you guys, so I have it on and I backed up. You know what? I do actually feel like this is a good match because like I said, I tend to like my foundations to be a slight bit darker than my face. I don't really like to match my foundation to my face because it's going to be much lighter than my neck. Like, I just feel like that just looks silly. But for the most part, I feel like I actually do like the way this looks in comparison with everything up here. You know, it's not, you know, too much of a difference because my neck and my upper body my upper body is darker than my face. So I feel like once I go into highlight and contour, I feel like it's gonna look, you know, all put together. It feels really good. I feel like I barely have anything on and I feel like it looks really natural. Like if I just wanted to just put this on and go and leave it as is, bomb. So I think in conjunction with the primer, I'm actually liking how it's looking. I'm liking how it's feeling. I actually do feel like that primer made the foundation adhere a bit more because it did have a sticky texture to it, the primer. So yeah, let's go ahead and highlight so I can really see like what this is doing. To highlight with, I am gonna use MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in NC45. My beauty blender is damp, so let's go ahead and get in here and try this out. Okay, so that's what it looks like, kind of like just placed there, unblended. Now I'm really excited to see the concealers that she decides to come out with because I am in need of some more concealers. Now, I'm not sure how I like how this concealer feels when I first put it on with this foundation. But I think it looks okay. I think I would want a concealer that's a different formula than this MAC Pro Longwear. I don't know, maybe I'm just like overthinking, but it's, you get what I mean, you know. But I feel like the concealer looks pretty good with this foundation, because you know, like, all concealers just don't work well with some foundations. Like, you can't just use any concealer with any foundation. So I'm actually pretty satisfied with how it looks. So I'm just gonna go ahead and finish. Normally I don't take the concealer up into my forehead, but today it's just like, why not? But this is how it's looking. I think it's looking pretty good. I will say I feel like my skin looks really smooth. And I'm liking the finish even without like powder. Oh, I feel kind of cute. I feel kind of cute. Yes, of course I'm going to use Fenty Matchstick in Expresso. This has just been the concealer, the contour that I've been using. So let's see how this works with that. Foundation. I'm doing my regular routine as I always would. Alright y'all, so this is how everything is looking. I'm actually, the more and more I start to add everything else, I'm really happy that I purchased 27, because from my neck to everything else, I feel like it's looking quite right. You know, quite right. So let's go ahead and powder up. So y'all, I did purchase 2 powders, okay? Yes, these were expensive. These were expensive. And you know me, if you follow my foundation routines, you know I tend to use 2 different color powders. So I did purchase medium 3 for my highlighted area, because this actually has more of kind of like that golden kind of tone, which I'm really interested to see how that looks. And then I did purchase medium deep 4, and I believe this was the darkest powder in the collection for me to use. Now I will say the size of the powder, you don't really get a lot. I don't really feel like you get a lot. The size is 0.17 ounces. So I know, like the other powders that I do own, I feel like you do get more. So yeah, girl, this is a little bit for the money. So, but hey, it's Pat McGrath. You know, it's going to be bomb. So let's see. Let's see, okay? So medium 3 has a really kind of like golden, not quite orangey look, but we'll see, y'all. We'll see how this is gonna work. So from what I can see in the pan, it is pretty fine. Oh, okay. So I did put it on here, and normally I tend to steer away from powders like this. So I'm wondering, even just kind of looking at this, should I have purchased medium 2 for my highlighted areas? We'll see. So I'm actually going to go ahead and put this on now. Let's zoom in. So as you guys can see, it has kind of like a yellow undertone to it. But it's really mild. Or really fine. I don't know why I keep saying mild. A little goes a long way. So that's good, because I was kind of concerned about the size of the packaging. And I actually put too much on this side, but ooh, since we're testing everything out, it's okay. Okay, so what I'm gonna go ahead and do is now I'm gonna put on my eyebrows and I'm gonna see how this bakes. I'm gonna see how it bakes. Okay, y'all, so my brows are on and I am done baking. It looks a little different, so let's see how this is gonna look once I brush this off. I'm actually using a Juvia's Place powder brush. This is their 101 powder brush. And I actually used their foundation brush too. The foundation brush I used was the Juvia's J103 flat buffer. So that's the brush I used. And this is the powder brush. Okay, so I knew you guys was gonna ask me that. Okay, so let's see what is this doing? You know what? I did put some powder on my forehead, so if that looks a little weird, it's because I put some powder there a little bit. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Okay, so that was medium 3 in my highlighted areas. Okay, so medium 4 in the pan or in the jar looks pretty dark. So let's see how this is gonna work. The powder is super fine, y'all. Like, it's very, very fine. I don't think I have any powders that are this fine as far as like the texture. So I don't know how I'm gonna do with this powder because it looks a little dark. So I'm just gonna put a little bit. Let's see. You see where I put it? I think it's okay, but I feel like it is a little dark. Well, let's see. Let's put it on everywhere else. So I'm applying it around my highlighted areas. It almost, yeah, I feel like it looks a little dark on me. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't. What do y'all think? Does this powder look a little dark? But then again, I don't think it looks that dark. It kind of does, but it doesn't. I don't know. Yeah, I didn't mean to put it right there, but it's okay. Let's do it right here. Alright, you guys, so this is the powder. This is everything without any bronzer, without any contour, you know, without lip, eyes, and all that. And I feel like I like it. I feel like I really like how it's looking. I feel like it matches my neck, everything. Like I said before, I tend to like my foundations to be a bit darker to even out and balance everything. So yeah, I really like the powder also. I feel like the powder is really, really nice. Like, the powder is bomb. Like, I really like this powder. I'm interested to see how this powder reacts with other foundations. But so far, I'm really loving the foundation. I'm really loving the powder. I was a little bit scared with the color. I felt like the powder looked a little dark, but I feel like it worked out. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to finish the rest of my face, you guys, and I'm going to be back with my final thoughts. Alright, you guys, I am back and these are my finished results. It's been about 3.5 hours now, and I have to say I absolutely love the way my face is looking. Everything that I have on my face as far as eyes, lips, and everything is indeed Pat McGrath. So a listing of all the products that I use will be down in the description below for you to check out. But I really like my face. I like the primer. I like the Milk primer, so I definitely feel that I'm going to be using that a lot. So I'm really happy that I did purchase that. I am thinking about purchasing the Pat McGrath primer to see kind of like how that would work for me and seeing what kind of results I get. But I'm really happy with the Milk primer, with the Pat McGrath foundation, with the powders. So overall, I am really happy that I purchased these, even though these were, I would say, a bit of a splurge for me because I've never paid this much money on complexion products. This being $68 and the powders individually are $60, so I spent a pretty penny on these. And I'm really happy with the color that I chose because I was kind of stuck between shades 25, 26, and 27, and I ended up choosing 27 when I went and swatched the foundations in Sephora. So I really like how everything balanced out, being that I purchased 27 because my neck is darker than my face. So it worked out, and I was a little bit scared about the powder looking a little bit dark and thinking that, oh, is it gonna oxidize? Is it gonna, change? But no. I feel really pretty. Like it's a thing when you put on makeup and you actually feel pretty, where versus it's just like a different feeling. You get what I'm saying if you get it. But yeah, I did not use a setting spray. So this is how my face looks without a setting spray. I didn't use any, highlighter or anything because I wanted you guys to see exactly what my skin looked like without anything glistening or shining. So I really like overall how my face looks. This is definitely going to be something that I use pretty often, but not too often because, girl, this was expensive. So I'm going to be trying to stretch this out. I'm going to be, trying to extend the life of these products. But this definitely was worth it to me, I feel. Even though this was expensive, I felt like I got what I was looking for as far as finish, wear and everything. So I will keep you guys updated on how I'm liking and using these products. You will most likely see these in more videos on Instagram and here on YouTube, but I would recommend this to somebody. I do have combination skin, so I definitely feel like this was a great fit for me because the product was nice and thin. You didn't need a whole bunch, just a nice thin layer. And I did get kind of like more of a full coverage look with this, even though I do have foundations that do provide fuller coverage, but I can still see kind of like my skin through if you're like all up on me. But I did build this up to more so to have more of the medium coverage that the description said on Pat McGrath website. So yes, for me, this is a yes for me as far as my chocolateness. I feel radiant, I feel beautiful, I feel like I'm glowing. So this foundation is a winner for me. I will be purchasing more of this once I do run out, which probably will be a while, being real. So as always, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask me. Everything that I used on my face will be down in the description, even the products that I used off camera, okay? So as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.